I'm Cayman with the Somewhat Interesting YouTube channel, and in this video, I'm going to be testing out my new tent and camp stove. Let's jump right into it. Alright, this is the new tent I got. It's a nice little carry case for it that straps down for if you're putting it on your backpack. And this is my camp stove. I needed to get a new tent because the one I have been using, the poles broke, so that's what the tent is for, and the camp stove is so I don't have to keep asking to borrow others for theirs. Alright, I got all my stuff here and I'm ready to set up. We're having a family reunion at our house right now, so me and my brother are letting some of the other families use our room, and we're going to be sleeping in our tents for the next couple days. If you're wondering why you're hearing pop songs in the background, it's because we are playing music for the reunion. Alright, I think I'm going to set it up right here. Alright, I got my tarp set up for underneath my tent. I laid some rocks on the sides because I don't want it to blow away while I'm setting up. It comes with this nice strap right here to hold all your stuff together while you're putting it inside the carry case. The poles are really nice aluminum, so they're lightweight but really strong, and they snap together really nicely. Alright, I'm going to set these up and get the tent standing. Alright, I'm going to fold this side back a little bit and pound in the stakes. Alright, number 1. Number 2. 3. Cool, we're done. We're now to put on the rainfly. The rainfly is super nice because once you throw it over, it just clicks in right on the edges. Quick reminder, as part of a summer special, I'm going to be having new videos out every week, all throughout June and July. There'll be a new video on this channel every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified and you can come check out my adventures. Alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, time to put in the stakes for these. Well, 1 tarp, 10 stakes, and a lot of water breaks later. It's done. Let me show you the outside of it. It has this overlap on the edges so you can put your boots and have a little spot outside the tent where you can keep stuff and have it be dry. Have these little, almost like chimney, little opening things that can get you some air. This is a little lopsided, let me fix it. Alright, these side spots have Velcro, so it won't stay open. And then a zipper that you can just unzip and have this little area in here. Alright, I'll show you guys what the inside looks like, but first, it's dinner time. Pizza. Also got some lemonade in this Bryce Canyon mug. It's a souvenir I got from when we went there. Your table.
Sorry. Tween. I still count 11. No. Wow.
For dessert, we got some ice cream and a little brownie on top. Alright, this is what it looks like inside. Good amount of space. It's over here. I really like the material that the floor is made of. Super nice. There's also these nice little pockets right here that you can store your stuff in. Alright, it's getting pretty late, so I'm going to set up my sleeping bag and hit the hay. I got my sleeping bag all set up, but I'm starting to get really tired, so I'm going to go sleep and I will see you guys in the morning. Morning. I slept really good. I was super warm. I comfortable last night, so didn't wake up too many times. Tent was super good. It kept the heat in pretty well, so it did pretty good there. I'm gonna get up and have breakfast. Well, it did pretty good. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. Look at this spread of delicious food. We're gonna start with some Fruit Loops.
Daddy, you're so nice. Baby weighs nothing compared to Porky Pig. I know. Take it away, baby.
Right now we got some hot chocolate.
There we go.
Later.
Today was the last day of the family reunion, so most of the family has left and it's a lot less busy around the house. I wasn't able to film anything yesterday because we were out and about doing stuff the whole day, but tonight I can definitely break out my camp stove and test it out and try and cook some stuff on it. Alright, it's getting a little bit later, so I'm going to get out the camping stove. It's a fire maple cooking set. It was like $50 on Amazon. The price changes a little bit as time passes, so I would check there for the most recent price. But it comes in this nice little carry bag. It's a pretty sturdy quality, so it won't like break or anything. You got your little manual and some spare O-rings for the valve on the stove. You can open the lid. The lid has a nice little slit in it for pouring and making it where it won't spill down the front. A relatively thick plastic bowl. Usually when bowls are made of plastic, they're pretty flimsy, but this one, it's more sturdy. And inside is the stove. The pot is just slightly over a liter, but I wouldn't fill it any more than that. This is what the stove looks like. It's got a nice little igniter right here and a valve that's easy to control how much fuel you're putting in. It can work for propane, butane, all different types of fuel. It just goes and screws right on. Now that it's screwed on, it's pretty sturdy. The bottom of the pot has this design on the bottom. It's efficient heat transfer design that captures more of the heat from the burner into the pot. There's also these little notches here that let it lock on to this, so you can carry it around, pour it. We're going to set it right there, and we're going to get our water. Alright, I got my water. I'm going to pour it in. I don't need a ton. I'm just going to do about half a liter. I just need enough to pour into this cup of noodles. Alright, that's all I need. Alright, it's going. I'm gonna time how long this thing takes to boil, and I'll get back to you then. Alright, it's been boiling. Editor came in here again. For some reason, my audio during this part of the clip broke, so I'm just gonna narrate what I was saying during the video. So the boiling time that I got was around 1:30. It can change based off of the conditions and the temperature outside. I'm going to let the water cool down a little bit before pouring it in. Then I'm going to enjoy. I don't know what to say when narrating me peeling open a lid, so we can listen to this lovely music while we wait. Here I was talking about how the lid of the pot was causing the water to spill down the side because it wasn't snapped on shut. It was really hard to tell whether it was shut all the way because it was kind of hard to close, so you just never knew. So that ended up being my only complaint about the pot, was that it was hard to close the lid, and if you didn't shut it properly, the hot water could pour down the side. But other than that, it was overall a really good cooking and camp stove kit, and I would definitely recommend you buying it if you're interested in something that is more cheap than most of the other brands and options out there. I still had plenty of water left over that I could have used to make a drink to go with my meal. I think what I said here was, I brought a better spoon this time. If you know, you know. Tell me down in the comments if you got the reference. Now I can enjoy my noodles. I couldn't find a good eating sound effect, so I'm just gonna make my own. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Alright, I'm going to finish my noodles, and I will see you guys in the morning. I actually lined that up with what I said in the video pretty well. Good morning. It's like 7 o'clock right now. I slept really good. I tried sleep with just a blanket and my pad, and it worked pretty well. This tent keeps the heat in. Really, I wasn't cold at all last night. I am going to get out of bed, pack up all my stuff, and then make cocoa. Alright, it's all packed up. Now for the tent. Just like that, it's collapsed. Alright, now to pack up the tarp. All done. Now we can make some hot chocolate. I'm not gonna boil it all the way, I'm just gonna heat it up. So I'm gonna put the lid on and let it do its thing. I love this stove, but the only thing is that you have to hold it at a really awkward angle to pour it. Like, it really hurts your wrist to tilt it, but other than that, it works pretty well. It should be good. I'm gonna mix it in and then have a taste. Alright, that looks pretty good, but still warm enough that it can be called hot chocolate. It's really good. I think that's where I'm gonna end this video off. I'm gonna finish my cocoa. I'm Cayman, this is Somewhat Interesting, and I will see you guys at the next video.